What is up, guys? I'm back with another video today. This is gonna be a little bit of a shorter video. One of my buddies texted me on Snapchat. He bass fishes. He's one of my buddies. Known him forever. He catches some big fish too. He wanted me to do a video about line, what type of line I use. And being that it's so freaking windy, I can't really go fishing because then all the camera will hear is the wind, and no one wants to listen to that. So if it calms down, I'll probably go later, but it's gonna be a shorter video. Like I said, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get started here. So the line I use, let's start off with a frog rod. My frogging rod, it's a Vengeance 7'6", heavy action. It's done really well, other than it works on your arm a little bit, but that it bothers me when I use it a lot. With just a frog, it doesn't bother me, but like a spook or anything else, it bothers me. So the line I throw on that is P-Line 40-pound braid. I got this from a buddy of mine. He just happened to give it to me because of the fact that I didn't have any braid, and I was looking to get some and I couldn't find any, and I didn't know what brand or nothing because I just started throwing a frog this year, past summer. But I used P-Line 40-pound braid. This is a 300-yard spool. As you can see, it's gone. Got to get a new spool before next summer because I really won't be using braid that much for anything in the winter, but maybe a jig. Yeah, so that's why I throw frogs. All my top orders on is braid. Alright, next thing we're going to talk about. Any of my other rods, whether I'm throwing a worm, whether I'm throwing a spinnerbait, crankbait, anything like that, I always throw 14-pound Berkley big game. Always have monofilament, always have. Haven't really changed anything else here lately, but I do have some Yo-Zuri fluorocarbon that I'm thinking about putting on my worm rod just to see how it does, because the stretch factor is so bad in mono, and that's the reason I want to try it out, see how I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going back. This is done perfectly fine. I've caught big fish on it. I just do not like how far, like, I can't really stick the fish that well because of the stretch. At least that's the way I feel about it anyway. But that being said, this anywhere from 12 to 20 pounds is what I throw on all my combos of Berkley big game monofilament, just because of the fact that if you do get that big one, it's going to be a lot harder to break, and you won't lose as many lures this way. You're still going to lose some. That's just part of fishing. That's what happens. But I don't lose as many as I used to, because the line is so strong it will not break. But this is being filmed on my GoPro. I finally was able to get the video off of it, thank God, because it was about to make me so mad. And that's about it, really. You know, you can change your line sizes to smaller to get that crankbait or jerkbait deeper down. You can change it bigger to keep it up kind of high. You can I mean, there's a million other things you can do with it. You can go anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds to 20 for a crankbait, depending on what you're fishing, how you're fishing it, if you want it deep, if you want it shallow. That all depends on line size. It has a lot to do with it. I know it sounds kind of funny, but it does. Alright, now, okay, that being said, I went and looked, and I actually had some more line, brand new, by the way, that I was talking about. Like I said, This is not big game. This is Berkley Trilene, 14 pound right there. This is what I use. Like I said, I mean, any kind of mono I think you'll be okay with, but mine's always been Berkley, either big game or Trilene, just because of the fact that it's cheap. Like I said, I'm not going out and spending a ton of money online. This, on the other hand, this Yozer fluorocarbon, this stuff was expensive. This is 16 pound, 200 yard spool. I think this was like 15 bucks or something. Reason I bought this is because I know fluorocarbon's a little more up there than mono, and I know that Walmart did not have anything else, and we do not have any real tackle stores around here except online. And I was like, well, I'll just buy it now because I wanted it now, but then I never put it on, so I was probably better off ordering it, but I didn't. Alright, next thing I want to talk about on my crappie rod. Crappie rod, brim rod, whatever you want to call it. Throw a little beetle spin, a little crappie jig on it. I used this Zebco 6 pound Omniflex 700 yard spool for like a few bucks. Hold on, I'm getting a call. 38 minutes later, here we are. Had to talk to my dad about going hunting this afternoon. I'm gonna probably take you guys with me, and we'll see what happens. It's muzzleloading here in Virginia, so we'll see. But as I was saying, on my crappie rods, panfish rods, whatever, I use Omniflex, Zebco Omniflex 6 pound. It's very, very, very light line, but thing about this line is it doesn't break easy. It stretches so much that you cannot hardly break it to save your life. This is like almost equivalent to using that 40 pound braid because it stretches so much. It will break, but it's really, really hard to break. But I love this line. 700 yards for like, I think it was $4 or $5. I mean, and as much as I go and use that little rod, I mean, this will last me years. But like I said, hopefully this helps somebody out. Hopefully this will just give you some backstory on what I use. It's probably not the right way. Probably shouldn't do it the way that I do it. The pros would say anyway, oh, you gotta use fluoro for your worm rod and all that, which, yeah, I do believe you get a better hookup ratio with the fluoro because of the stretch, but then again, I don't think it really matters. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like down below, and comment down below what kind of line do you guys use. Let me know any other videos you want to see down in the comments below, what type of scales I use, what type of hooks I use, anything like that. Just let me know, and I will be glad to do a video on it because I cannot freaking fish because the wind has been so bad here lately. But I'm gonna get my stuff together and I'm gonna go climb a tree, I think, and see what I can see, and maybe put a deer down. Be the first deer of the year for me. I've been bow hunting a few times in Southampton. Haven't done much. Haven't really seen many, but we'll see what we can do. I just cleaned the muzzleloader last night. The thing was nasty. Took it apart, cleaned it real good, and she's ready to go. Got it loaded up, got all my chargers ready, got everything ready. So I'm gonna get my gear together, and then I'm heading out probably about 3 o'clock. It's 2:21 now. Maybe a little bit less than 3 o'clock because it gets dark around like 6 something, I would say. And yeah, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next episode of Flippin' Jigs TV.